let's talk about the real question nobody answers properly. How much money do you actually make working on a cruise ship? Not the fantasy, not the Instagram version, the real numbers. Because if you're broke, if you're stuck, if you're thinking about applying, you need facts before you even start applying. So today, I'm breaking down salaries, expenses, and tips, and how much you can realistically make after one contract. Now, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Wandile Sambane, and I help aspiring cruise ship employees get hired faster, avoid scams by providing them a clear step-by-step roadmap from CV up until contract. Now, in order for me to be able to help you even better, if you haven't done so, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification icon so you'll be the first one notified whenever we post a new video. Now, without further ado, let us jump right onto it. Money changes confidence. When you don't have the income, you feel the pressure. You feel left behind and you feel small. Now, I know this from personal experience because I know the pain of not knowing where your next meal is going to come from. I know the pain of not even knowing how you're going to make ends meet and even afford the most of the basic of necessities. And that's when I discovered cruise ships. Now, back then, my question wasn't, is this even glamorous? Instead, it was, can this change my financial situation? So let us answer that real honestly. First, understand this. Cruise ship salaries can be small than land-based position in some countries, with the exception of, let's say, developing countries and countries like South Africa in my case. Now, this does make a great, let's say, deal, and it can be a deal maker because if you take for an example the dollar versus the rand at this current moment, it's fluctuating between 15 to, let's say, 16 rand. Now that means that for every dollar that I earn working at sea, it's multiplied by 16 times. Now, I don't know of a job or a position right now I can get which can match what I'm doing back home that can make the amount of money that I make at this moment. But here's the shift, my friend. It's not just about the income. It's about the low expenses because you don't pay for rent, you don't pay for water, you don't pay for electricity, you don't pay for transportation, or you don't pay for basic, let's say, utilities that you would pay for back home. That's the reason why many crew members make more money by saving working at sea than they would do in land-based positions. Now, let me give you a personal example. I've worked for a number of years in the USA. Now, the money is good, and in some cases, it can be more than what I make here. Now, this is not rand versus dollar. In my realistic situation, this is dollar against the dollar to what I'm earning here. But remember, when I was there, I was paying for rent, I was paying for, let's say, electricity in my apartment, I was buying my own food, I was paying for my own internet, and of course, every day off that I would get, because when you are at, let's say, on land, you would get days off, especially when it's not busy. You would get 2 days off, 3 days off, depending on, let's say, the country club that you would be working for. But every day off that you would get, you're going to not want to sit bored in your apartment. You're going to want to go, maybe, let's say, to the beach, to the mall, or let's say go out with some friends or explore, because the United States is beautiful. Guess what? This will cost you money. Every move you make will cost you money. Unlike here on ships, you can pay close to nothing because you move with the ship, you live here, you work here, you do everything here. And that is why I said at the end of the day, you can be able to save a lot more money than you can on land-based positions. Now, let's break it down department by department. If you're working in food and beverage, you can expect anything between $900 to, let's say, $3,500 plus dollars. Now with tips, this can go higher. So I'm not going to go deep into everything. I'm just going to give you a basic overview so that again we can understand what's going on in here. Now, if you're working in housekeeping, you can expect anything between 800 US dollars up until, let's say, 3,000 US dollars. Now, with tips again, this can go higher. If you're working in retail, you can expect anything between 1,200 US dollars up until, let's say, 3,000 plus US dollars. Again, this will be commission based. If you're working in entertainment, you can expect anything between 1,500 to $4,000 a month. Now, for officers as well as specialized position, you can expect anything between 3,000 US dollars to 8,000 plus US dollars. Again, if you convert this into rands or to any currency from where you're from in your country, this can make a lot of, let's say, difference. Now, some positions will double their base salary or even more, depending on your company and, of course, the position that you are doing. Now, as an example, I've got, let's say, my current roommate that I stay with. He's coming from Disney and he was working there as a waiter. Now, he's told me that he's been making nothing less than 5,000 US dollars a month, and that is excluding cash tips. Now, if you can convert that in rands, it will be even more than 80, let's say 80,000, sometimes 90 to $100,000. No, 100,000 rands untaxed. Now that is a lot of money. I don't know of a job in that area that can give you that amount of money at home. Now, I know in 2017, I worked at a hotel as a receptionist. I was making pretty okay money, not that bad, not that good either, but all my money was going towards taxes. It was going towards the contributions that the company was paying on my behalf. It was going towards my rent. It was going towards my car payment, fuel, a little bit of expenses here and there. And I was even struggling to save, let's say, 3,000 to 4,000 rands a month. Now, if you calculate that yearly, I was even struggling to make 100 to 150,000, let's say save 100 to 150,000 rands in a total year. Now, on cruise ships, if let's say you're making anything between 3,000, let's say dollars, and you can save 2,500, just to give it as an example, if you're working 4 months, you can save more than $10,000. How much is $10,000? In 4 months, that means you can make almost 200,000 rands. In a year, you can save 400 to 5,000, let's say, rands, to give you an example. Now, if you're from a different country other than South Africa, you will need, of course, to convert that into your own, let's say, country. Now, most positions will make or work, let's say, 6 months or 8 months. This again will vary, but if you can save 10,000, let's say, dollars in 4 months, in 5 months, how would that change your life, my friend? Now, I don't want to lie to you because this will demand a lot of energy. You will work long hours. It's not easy money. Sometimes 6 to 7 days in most cases with no off. Straight 4 months, 6 months, or 8 months, whatever your contract agreement is. But if your goal is financial reset, if your goal is debt repayment, if your goal is starting a business, if your goal is, let's say, helping family, investing, doing whatever, I know, my friend, that cruise ships can be a powerful leverage. Now, I want you to imagine this for a second. You've got one contract completed, you have savings, you have confidence, you have discipline, and most of all, you've got options. You can either stay, you can get promoted, you can invest your money, you can start a business, you can help family build a new home, buy a new house, do whatever it is that you want. I know, my friend, that this is a powerful, let's say, way to either reset your life or accelerate what you already have. So, if you've gotten value from today's video and you would be interested to, let's say, get more trainings, because I post every week, let's say, trainings about cruise ship jobs, about salaries, and give you more tips, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Maybe leave a comment below and tell me what you learned. Share this video with somebody that you think might benefit from it, of course. And I will see you in the next video. This is Wandile Sambane signing off. Until the next one, goodbye, my friend.